A lot of these men are really just gay. If he ain't taking you out on dates, he's gay. If he's not making you his wife, he's gay. If he's not communicating with you consistently, he's...
Excuse me, do you want some free bread?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, you see, if you were to take my number, yeah, you wouldn't have to buy bread anymore because you'd have your own personal little yeast factory on speed dial.
Oh my god. Oh god, that's disgusting.
Okay, looks like I've come in on gay day.
How the heck am I single? Dating in 2026 is pretty much impossible.
For years, men were told their attention was toxic, their polite approach was harassment, and their role was obsolete. Decent men listened, packed up, and quietly checked out. Now, the internet is in an absolute panic because single women are exploding in numbers, completely stranded in a dating market they dismantled themselves. So, in today's video, let's look at the absolute chaos sweeping the timeline as men choose peace over modern entitlement.
Do you want some free bread?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, you see, if you were to take my number, yeah, you wouldn't have to buy bread anymore because you'd have your own personal little yeast factory on speed dial.
Oh my god. Oh god, that's disgusting.
Okay, looks like I've come in on gay day.
She's shooting her shot with a cheesy pickup line about a bread factory, and when he doesn't bite, she automatically assumes he's gay. Peak coping mechanism.
Can I please have a man slowly explain to me why you all suck so fucking much? I can honestly sit here and say, as a 34-year-old woman, I have not met one goddamn good man. So please, someone explain to me why the fuck that is. It can't be a fucking coincidence. I've never had a good male fucking figure in my life, and I've never had a man treat me right romantically. I've never even had a good male friend. So someone sit here and fucking tell me what the fuck is wrong with y'all.
34 years old, crying into her phone, and she still hasn't figured out that common denominator in all her failed relationships is her.
A lot of these men are really just gay. If he ain't taking you out on dates, he's gay. If he's not making you his wife, he's gay. If he's not communicating with you consistently, he's...
A grown-ass man has commented that he's proud to say that he has never approached a woman. I honestly was not expecting this. I seem to have collected all of the incels in my comments. Guys, welcome, but this is not a safe space for you. 784 people liked this comment. What the fuck is going on? Almost 800 men sat there, liked this, and said, yeah, same. As if this is something to be proud of.
You spent years telling men that a polite hello is literal harassment, and now you're shocked that they actually listened? Enjoy the quiet.
What do you mean you don't have a boyfriend? You're so pretty. What do you mean you have 0 men in your phone? What do you mean you've gone 8 months without... What do you mean? That makes no sense. Yeah, well, combine pretty with intelligent, strong, successful, slaying at life, you've got a very terrifying woman on your hands. A very not easy woman on your hands, right? Men don't like that. Men do not like me. Men are very, very terrified of me. And the men who do like me, the ones that are attracted to me, are unavailable. Men who are in relationships actively. And uggo weirdos. Because at the end of the day, I am merely just a fantasy.
Trust me, sweetheart, men aren't intimidated by your success. They're just completely exhausted by your ego before the first date even starts.
If a man goes quiet, pay attention, because silence from a man is rarely what people think it is. It is not a game. It is not manipulation. It is not him trying to make you miss him. It is self-respect. Finally deciding it has had enough. Men do not wake up one day and choose to become distant. There's always a story behind the silence that most people never bother to ask about. What they don't see is how long he showed up before he stopped, how many times he reached out first, how many conversations he carried alone, how many times he was available for people who were never available for him. He gave his effort to people who didn't return it. He gave his loyalty where interest was uncertain. He gave his patience to situations that never gave him clarity in return.
She's explaining the profound weight of a man's silence. It isn't a game. It's the quiet departure of someone who gave their all to a person who only took.
Yeah. What do you
Hello, my name's Marta. I've been Jill McSear.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Martha. I'm going to Stratford to get a bra. Do you want to come with me?
I'm going home right now.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna annoy you now. Oh, this is. Can I take you out?
You want to take me out?
Yes. Can I take you out?
We have time for this. I'm focused on football.
I can be your friend.
Oh, my friends. I don't really have girlfriends. I told you I'm seeing someone, so I can't really give you my number.
But like, just in case.
In case what?
Like, in case you break up. I'll be there. Fine. It's okay.
You're making me laugh.
He's sitting there laughing because he knows exactly what she's trying to do. Bring a camera to a train ride just to trap another man for clout.
Why do men think it's appropriate to approach women in public who are actively engaged in something? Like, I went to the park yesterday to have a little fall picnic by myself for my birthday. Yeah, happy birthday me. And this man came up to me while I was reading a book and just started asking me questions.
You expect men to interrupt your reading just to validate your ego when your entire generation has spent years labeling that exact behavior as a threat.
So, do we not want to go on dates anymore? Just a genuine question, because of all the guys I match with, only 2 have asked to go on a date with me. Several were not looking for that, so we just bypassed them. Bye-bye. And then of the ones that I wanted to go on a date with, I asked. And I did it in a way that it wasn't me asking. I would say, like, would you be open to planning a date? That way it's in their court. If they want to do something about it, they can do something about it, and I'm not asking them.
If you need a 10-step passive-aggressive strategy just to avoid saying, let's grab a coffee, you've already lost the game.
I see a lot of good men struggle with relationships and finding good women. Usually it's because they gave up on dating, because people took them for granted, and now they don't believe it's possible. But I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely possible. You just have to change your mindset about it, and I can help you with it.
She's begging you to get back on the hamster wheel because the supply of high-value men willing to put up with the nonsense is completely drying up.
You know this generation is cooked when they invent a word simp in a negative way. You're such a simp if you show that you love and care for a girl. Oh, you're such a simp if you really express yourself and show your feelings and emotions for someone. That's what girls want. Have you watched rom-coms? Have you seen movies, TV shows? We love that shit. We love when a man yearns for a girl. That is like top tier flirting for us. And then men go ahead and be like, oh, you're such a simp if you do that. Yeah, I want a simp then. Let's make it a positive thing. Let's change the narrative of a simp. I would love if a guy made a CD for me. I would love if a guy stood outside holding a boombox trying to get me back. I would freaking love if they hired a string quartet and sang to me in the bleachers like 10 things I hate about you. I would eat that shit up. Bring back the simping, bro.
She wants 90s rom-com effort but brings modern-day entitlement to the table. The return on investment on a boombox serenade is currently 0.
It would be easy for a man to communicate with his woman if she made it a safe space for him to speak. But a lot of women don't care what they man think or how they man feel. If a man more times than not comes to his woman and tell her how he feels, something she did that he strongly dislikes, she's going to play victim more times than not. And then for him telling her that he don't like that she's doing this or she has done this, she's going to start crying. She's going to get mad. She's going to get upset. Now he's going to try. He's going to have to try to make her feel better about her making him feel bad. So now he's just not going to open up at all. He's going to be like, you know what? I'd rather just shut up and keep my peace because I'm going to have 2 problems on my hand. I'm going to don't like what she did. And now I'm going to have to try to make her feel better about doing it to me.
Exactly. When expressing a basic boundary turns into a 3-hour court hearing where you're always guilty, silence is just self-defense.
How the heck am I single? Dating in 2026 is pretty much impossible. It's not that I can't get anyone, it's the fact that guys do not want to make an effort anymore. Like, I just go through all these talking stages, which last about a day, and then it just fizzles out. They'll add me on Instagram, they'll react to my stories, they'll send me fire emojis, try to get my attention, get their little ego boost, but they will never plan a date.
The top tier guys I want on Instagram won't commit to me, so now the whole dating system is broken.
Guys, I'm heartbroken. My work crush quit. He was supposed to come into work today, and he wasn't there. And I checked the roster for future days that he was supposed to be there. I sound like a stalker. He wasn't on the schedule. I don't know what to do with myself. Damn, I just got the butterflies whenever I saw him. It was so much fun going to work. Where's the joy? I mean, work friends are perfectly fine. I love my work friends, love my coworkers. But just the work crush hits different, you know?
She's complaining about a work crush quitting, but she's secretly just mad she lost her daily source of free emotional validation.
I really can't deal with the girls are scary. This is part 85 of Harsh Sister Advice, where I explain things to men as if they were my brother. Even if we are scary, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to hide under your bed for your whole life? Or are you going to face your fear, overcome it, get out there, and meet a good woman? There's really no excuse for not shooting your shot and not starting a conversation with someone that you think might potentially be a good match for you. What are you so scared of? Rejection? Hearing, "I'm sorry, I'm not interested." Or her friend walking up and saying, "Sorry, she has a boyfriend." Or her giving you a dirty look and walking away. Like, think of the worst possible scenario of a girl rejecting you. It's probably still not that scary.
She forgot to mention that the worst case scenario today isn't a simple rejection. It's ending up as a creepy background extra in her next viral TikTok.
I have a question for everyone that lives in New York, specifically the guys that live in New York. Why the fuck do you not go up to girls? Like, why is your favorite activity to just stare at a girl like this? Like you're glitched, like you're loading? I spent the first 2 years of college abroad, and coming to the US, to New York specifically, was such a culture shock. I cannot go from guys literally coming up to me and ask me to marry them to this. So let me know which dating app I should get on, because apparently you can't meet people in real life in New York.
Why don't men approach me in New York? Because the risk of ending up as a creepy background extra on your TikTok far outweighs the reward of a conversation.
Because every guy I think is cute apparently has like 5,000 other people on him. Body inflation is way too real. Everyone's got a ridiculous body nowadays. I just can't compete, bro. Y'all can have them. I'm out. I'm good.
Welcome to the reality check. You're competing with 5,000 other profiles for the same man, and the entitlement just won't cut it anymore.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their mind.
She thinks she discovered a cheat code, but guys just finally realized that peace of mind beats modern drama every single day.
The most frustrating thing about men is the fact that they refuse to acknowledge when they are being flirted with. We'll go, "You're so handsome," and they just go, they look so confused to the point where you're like, they obviously want nothing to do with me. That's okay. Won't do that again.
Men refuse to acknowledge when they are being flirted with. Or maybe they just don't want to get caught on camera and canceled for a smile.
It's delusional, and it's actually just wrong to ask of a man who takes care of himself and works hard, yet you don't take care of yourself and work hard. That is not fair. Because I guarantee you, when you now enter a relationship like that, it will be proven in actually the function, how the relationship functions. Because she has already proven to be selfish. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I don't like that today's society is preaching Delulu is the Sulu. Be delusional. You can have it all.
She is dropping a brutal reality check on modern expectations. Demanding a partner who works hard and has their life together while you bring absolutely nothing to the table is peak delusion.
The funniest thing about so many men is nowadays, so many men are no longer scared of being single. They're now scared of being in a soul-sucking, detrimental relationship that's only going to waste their time, waste their energy, waste their effort, and waste their money. They would rather be single than be in a bad relationship. So it's not that men are complaining because they're single. Men are complaining because they've just seen everything as such a way.
She's calling it a funny thing, but men choosing their own peace over a toxic relationship isn't a joke. It's standard risk management. At the end of the day, you cannot systematically spend a decade devaluing everything men bring to the table and then throw a tantrum when they choose to eat somewhere else. Peace of mind will always beat modern entitlement. Let me know down in the comments if you think the dating market is officially done for, or if men have just successfully found the exit sign. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like to keep the algorithm moving, and I'll see you in the next one.